August 2020, three of the most powerful executive producers in daytime television are abruptly fired. Their sudden exit was the culmination of a highly secretive internal investigation by WarnerMedia. Dozens of current and former employees had been interviewed, leading the studio to cite severe deficiencies in day-to-day management. A daytime TV empire generating hundreds of millions of dollars was imploding. Behind closed doors, the lucrative machine that ran for 2 decades went dark. If you're fascinated by Hollywood's biggest mysteries, scandals, crimes, and untold stories, subscribe to Midnight Archive. We release new documentaries uncovering the hidden side of fame every week. To understand how the most profitable, outwardly joyous broadcast on television reached a breaking point that triggered a massive corporate intervention, we have to look at how the brand was built in the first place. Ellen DeGeneres spent years cementing her dominance in the daytime talk show space. She built a massive, fiercely loyal audience by positioning herself as the queen of feel-good television. Her critical success was practically unmatched. The show racked up 171 nominations and took home 61 daytime Emmys over its long run. That industry validation allowed her to turn a simple sign-off phrase into a highly monetized brand. The Be Kind empire moved millions of dollars in merchandise, subscription boxes, and lucrative corporate sponsorships. The armor cracked in March 2020. With the pandemic pushing the world into lockdown, comedian Kevin T. Porter posted a prompt on Twitter asking people to share stories about DeGeneres being mean. This chart visualizes the immediate fallout. The baseline of standard social media chatter abruptly spikes upwards as the thread was flooded with thousands of replies. Former employees, service workers, and industry professionals began sharing specific, highly detailed accounts of poor treatment. The viral moment severed the connection between the pristine Be Kind marketing and her actual reputation. Audiences began to suspect that a much darker reality was operating just out of frame. In July 2020, those internet rumors were formalized by journalists. BuzzFeed News published an extensive report citing interviews with 10 former employees and 1 current staff member. The staff detailed a pervasive culture of fear and intimidation from senior management. One Black employee described experiencing multiple racist microaggressions over her 18-month tenure, including senior writers openly admitting they only learned the names of white staffers. Others provided medical records to corroborate that they faced severe retribution or were fired entirely after taking authorized medical leave or for requesting bereavement days to attend family funerals. The daily reality for the crew was grueling and punitive, operating in stark contrast to the lavish giveaways and charitable feel-good messaging being broadcast to millions of viewers in the studio above them. The internal structure of the production functioned as the exact opposite of the public marketing strategy it sold to its audience. While crisis PR teams scrambled to manage the initial fallout, a second, more severe BuzzFeed report dropped. Dozens of current and former employees detailed rampant sexual misconduct and harassment allegations, specifically targeting top producers Ed Glavin, Kevin Lehman, and Jonathan Norman. The severity of these claims forced the studio's hand. WarnerMedia immediately engaged its employee relations group and an external third-party firm to conduct dozens of formal interviews with the crew. Amidst the chaos of the investigation and the subsequent firing of the 3 accused producers, the show attempted a highly visible culture reset. This included promoting the show's popular resident DJ, Stephen Twitch Boss, to co-executive producer. The investigative reporting maintained strict boundaries regarding culpability. The severe sexual offenses and racist microaggressions were attributed directly to her senior management team, not to DeGeneres herself. But as the boss, whose name was literally on the marquee and the merchandise, her claims of absolute ignorance regarding the daily operations of her own set became increasingly difficult for both the public and her staff to accept. In September 2020, DeGeneres returned to her studio to launch season 18. Instead of her usual screaming, dancing crowd, she walked out to face rows of video monitors replacing a live audience. During her opening monologue, she attempted to walk a delicate line. She took broad responsibility for the workplace bearing her name, yet simultaneously claimed she was entirely unaware of how her senior leadership had been managing the day-to-day operations of the crew. The public apology immediately split Hollywood. Several high-profile celebrities rushed to her defense, including comedian Kevin Hart, who publicly vouched for her character and the respect she showed his team. However, other industry veterans quickly pushed back. Actor Brad Garrett publicly tweeted that the toxic environment behind the scenes was common knowledge among those working in the entertainment industry. For the former employees who had spoken to the press, the apology failed to land. Many viewed the monologue as a tactical deflection of blame, a way to preserve the brand without fully confronting her complicity in the culture she oversaw. This chart shows the immediate viewership response to the season 18 premiere. You can see a steep 37% drop in Nielsen ratings compared to the previous year. The ratings freefall triggered a cascading financial collapse. Major advertisers pulled out, new sponsors vanished, and brands that had already committed to the season began fighting to break their contracts to distance themselves from the controversy. Unable to recover its audience or rebuild its reputation, the production finally folded. DeGeneres announced the show would permanently end in May 2022, closing out a 19-season run. The once bulletproof daytime empire was effectively dismantled, and the highly lucrative Be Kind brand it was built upon was shattered. Can a public image built over decades disappear in just a few months? If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Midnight Archive for more investigations into Hollywood's biggest mysteries, scandals, crimes, and untold stories. Up next, explore the dark side of 2000s reality TV in our latest investigation.